Welcome along to the EXFL Tier 2 Season 6 Hungarian Grand Prix. We're here for round 13 of 22 and it's been a while. We've had a 2-week break since the last Grand Prix, fitted as well over the Easter break as a little bit of a mid-season break, but we're here for the final 10 rounds non-stop now until the checkered flag in Abu Dhabi, and we're here at the Hungaroring in Budapest with all the drivers joining. We've got a few minutes before we ready up. Just going to get all the checks sorted and then we can get back to racing. Tier 2 today, and in 24 hours Tier 1 tomorrow. Right, we'll get Frosty Life joining and qualifying. Right, 15 at the moment. Should be expecting anywhere between 18 to 20. So we've got Evan, Sam, Taze, Smithy, Emmanuel joining quali, Logan, Noah, Rosia, yep, Callum, yep, Luca, yep, the other Callum, no. Nathan, yep. BCFC Josh, nope. Both the Red Bulls, Cody, yep, JJ Francis, yes, and Bram. Alright. So the three we're waiting on are Callum, Josh, and Armano. Okay, so Armano will join in quali. Guessing Callum will join in a minute. And Josh, well, I'm not sure. As for Racing Boy and Billy, they were unsure anyway, so oh well. Anyway, it's time, 7 PM. Let's ready up. Oh dear, Smithy. Right, Frosty's in the main menu, so he'll be joining. Right then. Quali is about to begin. Looks like all the checks are good. And it seems like it's overcast. That could go in either direction of dry or wet. Getting sunnier or getting darker. Let's wait for the rest of the drivers to load in. Hopefully Smithy will get back in. Right, there we go. Qualifying has begun. And we'll see who's the first driver out on track. Logan says he's actually going to qualify this time. Taste Frozen, debut podium. Last time out in France. See if he can keep the momentum up. Samuel Drake Lee. Let's see if he can get another pole position. Just going to scroll over to the records now. Yeah, so Bram got pole in France, which was his third of the season, and Sam the last two before then. 5 so far this season. Had 2 from Frosty Life, 1 from Josh, who's not racing. Let's see if anyone else can. Callum up, the first driver out on track then, into turn 2. Third race of his Tier 2 career. Let's see how it goes. Bratty Terror needs a good race. Hasn't had that much of good performances lately. Let's see if he can turn it around. Red Bull falling ever more behind Ferrari in both championships. But at least in Icons, at least keeping up there. Bratty Terror needs to do the same. Dutch Dodo, he's feeling confident around Hungary. We know he's good over 1 lap pace. It's the race pace he needs to perfect and get better at. Pro Cody, in his first race in Imola, he did very well in qualifying. Let's see 8 races later if he can do the same. Herosio, we've seen some really good performances from him. Obviously winning the opening race of the season. And he's slowly but surely, consistently getting back into the top 5. Still fighting. He's not too far off the Red Bulls. Or Sam. So who knows. Bram, apparently he's racing with a cast or something. So the championship leader is in the mud at the moment. But we'll see how he does. He's right next to his teammate on track. Not a great track to be having an injury at. You'd much rather prefer something like Italy, but oh well. Nathan, hopefully his ERS management's still good. Luca, see if he can get some more points on the board. Smithy, same really, if he can even join back. I don't know if he has, haven't seen. JJ Francis, winner of the British Grand Prix, starting his lap now. Evan, dropped to reserve in the Haas. And Sin Icon, like I mentioned, starting his lap now. We'll keep on board with him. So into turn 1, heavy braking zone, braking at the 50 metre board. Want to hit the inside curb and rotate the car round and wide so you don't lose much more momentum, keeping to the right hand side of the track into turn 2. Quick turn in, it comes at you very quickly, does turn 2, and now holding it round the outside, and a quick dash to turn 3. So easy to lose the car if you are running less traction and old tyres. But now heading through the quick turn 4, making sure not to invalidate on the exit, keeping it within the track limits, which he does very nicely indeed. Now avoiding the inside white curb because that will spin you around so easily, and now through the devil chicane pretty much, where your car can rise over the bumps, but Sin Icon's making sure to avoid them as much as he can, but riding the curb now through the twisty chicane that follows after, and now it's just about setting the car up right for this quick but slow as well right hand corner, and making sure to keep within the confines of the racetrack, which he does indeed. A 55.2, that's the banker then, and we'll compare that to later on times. Now through a quick right hand corner, and then the hairpin, and 2 corners to go as Logan 17.1 beats Bratty Terror by just over a tenth. Let's see what his teammate can do. One final corner that can decide and make or break the lap, and making sure to get the right traction. A little bit of a twitch for the Sin Icon, but he crosses the line, and it goes P4 for him. So very close between him, his teammate Logan, but Cody, like I was talking about, has got some good 1 lap pace to get into the 16s with a 16.8. Qualifying pole, there we go, so there's Smithy, there's Cody's teammate. Pole should be, I'm estimating, a low 16. Guesstimating, but let's see who else is on a lap. Callum, slowest at the moment. Taze Frozen, invalid after a purple set to 1. And there's Bram, P5 only for the championship leader. 6 thousandths off Sin Icon, so he's still got pace. And we'll see if he can progress on. Samuel Drake Lee on the medium compound tyre. See if anyone else... no, it's just him. He's invalidated. Don't know if he's going again. Dutch Dodo, invalidated. He won't be happy there. Horosia has just completed Sector 1. And Nathan getting out of the way on an outlap. Not going to do his tyres much good if he's on the grass. Luca in the pits. Smithy getting back in the session. And Evan just starting his lap, I believe. Oh, there's a spin for Nathan. Looking back to the chats, just make sure everything's good. My Xbox just had cardiac arrest. Fair enough, but at least Smithy's back in. Oh, Nathan. Yeah, those tyres are done before they even do a lap. Hoping he doesn't get in anyone's way. Quite a bit of a fair amount of time behind. But yeah, that's it. Before he even sets a lap, back in the pit lane. Those tyres won't see the light of day again, probably. As both Red Bulls are stacking. Noah on another lap. 27.2. So there's a banker we can look at. And let's see as he approaches the end of Sector 2. The very difficult right-hand corner. Keep him within the confines. 54.5. I know we said Sin Icon's middle sector as a banker, but I've already forgotten what it was. 54.5. Got to keep that in mind. So 2 corners then. As the last sector is pretty much just the 3 corners, but they are crucial ones at fact. So the Dutch Dodo, here we go then. Can he beat the 16.897 set by Cody? He crosses the line. It's a 16.734 and he beats it by a 1/10 and a half. We've got a Haas and a Ferrari right behind him. Samuel Drake Lee on the medium compound tyres. 17.3. Goes just under 10th head of Bram. And it's very close between the 2 Red Bulls and 2 Ferraris. But Sam, of course, on the medium compound tyres. If you can find more time to beat Noah's, then I'm sure he is the man to do it. Oh, Taste Frozen. Spinning last corner. Must have been on for a decent lap, but like I said, that last corner can make or break it. Rosia, I'm guessing, didn't get a good lap time on the board. He's got a bit of traffic in front of him. The Haas of Luca, I believe, who's on an outlap, so you better get out the way. Because Rose is founding actually on a quick lap, and Luca's not getting out the way. And he's holding him up. Needs to check his mirrors. Needs to grow some eyes because this is just ruining Herosia's lap. He might even pit if he loses that much time. He's still carrying on with it though. But Luca will probably get... And now he realises. Yeah. Half a minute too late. Just as soon as he's about to start his lap. Terrible. But Horosia still goes P10, I believe. Oh! Oh! Luca! Luca and Horosia! Well, that's just plain silly. From Luca and Horosia there. And they're both out of the session. Luca realising late that he held up Horosia. Starting his lap. Horosia, I'm not sure if he just brake tested him. Because he does do kind of rash manoeuvres sometimes. But yeah, that's them both out. Just checking the chat, see if any comment. Not yet. Well then, that's Horosia. Done with the 17.5. Luca's not even going to have a time. He will start last because Smithy crosses the line and he goes P4. Alpine and Williams currently occupying the top 2 rows. 17.1. Very nice from Smithy. Look how close this all is as Frosty Life now joins. Still waiting on Callum and Josh, but Sin Icon, I'm guessing, starts his lap now. So yes, from P3 all the way to P9, I guess. Yeah, very close indeed. See, no one really on a lap at the moment. JJ just entering sector 1. He's found just over 2/10, and 2/10 where he is could be everything, but little Twitch could have lost him a bit of time. Bram heading into turn 1, and Alpine getting in his way because he has to go off the track, and that Alpine is Cody. Just exiting the pit lane, I believe. 2 Williams both in the pits. Oh, one heading out. There's Logan. Smithy invalidated. Bratty on his outlap. Sam in the garage. Sin has found nearly 0.3 of a second. Bram, yeah, he's lost a 10th due to that encounter. JJ Francis nearly 0.4 up, so this could be maybe into the 16s and potentially put him at the front of the second row. We'll stick with him for now and see if he can improve. Make sure he aces the final corner. which it looks like he's doing very nicely indeed, making sure to not lose any time, not lose the rear, and across the line for JJ Francis. It is a 16.959, and just as I thought, third and into the 16s. Now we look further back to Sin Icon, who takes provisional pole, 16.697 by 37 thousandths. Sin Icon delivering once again for Red Bull and puts his Red Bull on provisional pole. So, Bratty Terror now starts his lap. Not really anywhere you can give slipstream apart from the main straight, and that even then it's not really that great because this track isn't really built for straight line speed. It's all about the corners. Monaco without the barriers, pretty much. There we go. Here we go. Herosia says, Luca, thanks. Really? Why slow down there? I finished my time lap. I was too late to react because he slowed down on a straight. Was not expecting that. Well, that's not the best idea. You ruined my lap. Send clips. Blah, 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 blah. Might be a penalty for both at that rate. Luca for probably one for holding him up, and then Herosia if Luca does clip it, because I didn't get the full look of that. Anyway, JJ Francis, Cody, Noah, Sin, the only ones in the 16s. It's still very close between them all. And we're waiting to see what Samuel J. Lee does on the soft compound tyre. He's just started his lap, 7.5 minutes remaining. Heading through turn 3 now, looks planted, looks solid. Up the hill now we go, it's a 27.2, found just under 2/10 then on the soft compound tyres. That will get him into the 17.1s. But there's a lot more time to find on a newer and better set of tyres through the chicane now, avoiding the curb, little bit of a bump as Taze Frozen has left. Let's get him in and we'll quickly see what Sam does in the middle sector. He's 8/10 up. This will be a 16.5 at the moment and he can still find time nearly. This will most certainly be provisional pole. I'm guessing a low 16 for the Ferrari. Let's look at Bram. He's in the garage. So then round the final corner for Samuel J. Lee. Across the line. Would this even be a 15? Crosses the line. 16.055. Smashes the competition. Really doesn't deserve to be in the tier, but he can't learn medium, so Bram will head out soon, I'm guessing, because he's only got 6 minutes. Bratty the same. Smithy invalidated. Logan just down on his time. Taze is back in, that's great. Down in 13th, slowest of the people with a time. That time isn't even really valid. So technically Evan is. Frosty in the car then, but not with a timed lap yet. I think he'll have rather Lewis or George's helmet. But Logan has found 3/10 in the middle sector. Even if he wasn't up in the first, just scraping in within the track limits. That looked off the track, but that was the offboard. The onboard must have been able to be fine. He takes a very quick entry into the final corner. But now, across the line, DRS activated across the line. It's a 16.7 for Logan. And it's the exact same time as his teammate. 16.734. Noah and Logan split by nothing. Wow. Identical lap times for both Williams drivers. What a pair. But they are still a bit off Sin and a long way off Sam. Oh. Oh, wait. Okay. I thought Sam hit the wall there, but then I saw Noah had spun. Oh, and he's got to complete a whole lap now. He was a 10th down after sector 2, so I'm not sure if he would have improved, but he's got to move out the way of Smithy, I believe. Ooh. Not sure if Smithy just improved. I think he did by a 10th. Because now he's on a 17.0. Interesting. So yeah, 16.6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 17.0. So yeah, still very close. Bratty Terror starting his lap now, heading into turn 1. Sin still in the pits. Nathan invalidated. Oh, we're right on board with the Red Bull then. With and we'll ride off board because that is him round. yellows everywhere. I can barely see how long we have left in the session, but I know it's just under 4 minutes now. Bratty will probably get one more run in. That was probably going to be his final run. But due to a spin, that's those tyres gone. Right then, sorry about that. Pro Cody, while I was just checking the chats, went P2. Very nice lap from Pro Cody, but still half a second off, unfortunately. But yeah, still, great lap from him. And just crossing the line now is the Aston of Nathan to go P13 and the Alfa Romeo of Taze to go P8. With 2.5 minutes remaining, it is going to be very close. Sin Icon starts his lap. He's got to find a 10th.5 just over to beat Cody. It's pretty much the fight for second at the moment. As we have 4 people in a row in the pits. They're waiting until as late as possible. And they probably still have another 20 seconds in the bag. I think that's Taze Frozen's qualifying over, but he seems like he's found time. He's got 3% of ERS, so I don't know if he's going to really improve. Right, Bright Terror heading out the pits now. This will be his final attempt in qualifying to do any better than 9th. Bram, P10 at the moment. Currently on the game says a 6-minute lap time. But he rounds the final corner, who I'm sure will start his final run. So all eyes now on the championship leader crossing the line to start the last run of qualifying. Everyone's heading out now. JJ Francis just exiting the pits and Pro Cody is in the pits. And Frosty Life is still in the... Oh, he's exiting the pits now. He will be... Wow, that's cutting it close. 1 minute 20 seconds, and it's a 1 minute 16 lap time. He's got free air, but he's got to push now. As he's got the Alfa Romeo just behind him. Of Taze, I think. Has he gone quicker? Oh, well, look at that. I think he has. Good on Taze. Anyway. Crossing the line is Callum then to start his final run. Or has he just improved? Not sure. Anyway, here come everyone else to start their final runs. Sin Icon just finishing sector 1 now. Has he found any time? No, he's down by a second. I think that's it for Sin Icon. Who I didn't even just realise has gone P2. 16.4. You're getting closer, but just unfortunately too far off. Noah crosses the line, starting his final run. Logan's just in front of him. They're both setting the exact same time. Let's see if any of them can improve. JJ Francis, I'm guessing he's on his final run. No, he's not. Samuel Drake Lee about to start his final run. 20 seconds remaining in the session then. We've got JJ Francis there and Frosty Life. Will he make it to the line? Bram's out. That's it for him. He's gone P2 though for Bramley at Lang. And then Frosty crosses the line and I think he's just made it. Can't tell because Bram caused the yellow in sector 1. That's it for Cody. He'll start 4th. But Bram may have said he had no pace. Everyone knew he was lying because he's P2. And that's it for him. That's it for Sin Icon as well. Taze Frozen as well. And Nathan P13. So those are their set positions at best. Logan will start 6th at best because he's invalidated. And Noah's just down on his time. But we saw that with Logan. Can he find any time in the middle? He's down by 2,000ths. But he knows 1,000th will change quite a bit, but he's going to need another 2/10 if he wants to progress up a place. What about JJ Francis? He's found a 10th. Smithy crosses the line. I think he's down and invalid. Bratty Terror, he's invalid. He'll start 10th at best. I think this is the grid. Noah crosses the line. Can he get any faster? He does! Noah out of nowhere. P2 for the Dutch Dodo. 16.302. That did not look like it was going to be that quick on the leaderboard, but he goes second right at the end. What a lap from Noah. What about JJ Francis, the winner of the British Grand Prix? He's now rounding the final corner. Qualifying will be over after this until Frosty crosses the line as well. JJ Francis, 16.6 goes P6. What about Frosty Life as he crosses the line? P8 for him. And that is qualifying. Can Samuel Drake Lee go any quicker? No, he's weaving to the line. Never mind. Samuel Drake Lee takes his 6th pole of the season by just under 0.3 of a second. And there we have it, 2.5 tenths between Sam and Noah, and then probably just over 4 tenths covers 2nd to 8th. Frosty right at the end managed to get 8th. I'm not sure he'll be too displeased with that. Noah right at the end, what a lap. P2 separates the Ferraris. Sin Icon right behind. Cody P5, I'm sure he'll be happy with that. JJ Francis 6, once again proving good 1 lap pace with Logan P7. Frosty, Taze and Smithy to round out the top 10. Right then, dry race, because obviously I didn't see anyone say it was going to be a wet race, otherwise the chat would have been fooled with it. Let's hope no one does a Bottas. But it's tier 2, who knows, it may even be worse than that. Hope everyone who's watching is having a good evening. Let's have the rundown of the grid. Yep, Smithy, Bratty Terror, P11. I was wondering who I forgot, because he's usually up there, but he's just not been recently. He's just struggling to get points at this rate. But he's done some practice, so I'm hoping his race pace is better. Callum P12, Horosia with that crash with Luca, 13th, Luca last. Haas occupying the 8th row with Nathan 14th. So they can only go forwards, really. Seems like Callum starting on the softs, but here come the lights then. All ready to go here in Budapest. The 5 lights go out. The revs rise. Sam on the left. We got some drive-throughs, but it's lights out and away we go for Sam and Noah, equally getting away. But now he's dropping down as Bram and Sin Icon take advantage of that. But Sam into turn 1 leads as JJ Francis looking down the inside of the Alfa Romeo. Logan trying to go around the outside. There's a Alpine of Cody going off, but it looks like Samuel Drake Lee has gotten away cleanly, but Bram and Sin still battling away into turn 2. Sin Icon into P2, but Bram still looking at the inside, manages to stay in P3, and now we got 3 wide further behind Noah, and it seems like JJ Francis is going wheel to wheel with Taze frozen, and Cody's watching all this unfold, and Taze frozen up to P5. That's a crash, mega crash. Sin Icon's out of the race already after 4 corners, and we got chaos and carnage with a virtual safety car. What happened there? I don't even know, but Sam is still leading from Noah. Has Bram got damaged because it looked like he was involved in a crash? That is heartbreak for Sin Icon, and Cody also down there in 15th. What on earth happened there? JJ Francis 4th, Logan 5th, Smithy 6th, Horosi up to 7th, Bratty up to 8th, Nathan up to 9th, Frosty down to 10th, Callum pretty much stayed where he was, Taze down to 12th after being up in 5th at one point. The virtual safety car's been deployed. Haas didn't really gain much, only on the people who really got affected. Let's look at position gained. Biggest gainer, Horosia, and Nathan as well, nearly. Yeah, Bram's into the pits. He has damage. He was battling away with Sin Icon for P2. Ended with Sin Icon into a spin. I'm guessing Bram hit his tyre for Jason to be out so early. Such disappointment. And Bram, 5 seconds for Cody, who jumped the start as well. So it was Frosty Life and Taze. No wonder Taze got such a good start. He jumped the start. Oh, here we go then. Smithy and Horosia already battling then as the VSC ends. And that's Horosia ahead of Smithy, but Smithy's going to look down the inside still. Horosia gives him the space. Bratty watching this all unfold. Smithy holding out as he's been hit by Horosia and is into the wall. Lost his front wing as the 2 asses are battling now into turn 4 with Luca staying in front, and Bram has got it all to do, and Smithy's front wing is not helping his pace, forcing Luca off and letting Evan get into 10th. Massive train behind them as it looks like the top 4 our way. No problems for Samuel Drake Lee at the moment from Noah. JJ Francis now in 3rd then due to Bram Ping. Logan 4th. Horosia 5th. Bratty 6th. Nathan up to 7th. Nice. From Frosty, he's just got service drive-through. Callum up into the points on those softs, remember. Yeah, so Bram, Taze and Cody on the hards. And Samuel Drake Lee. Callum on the softs. Everyone else on mediums. There's yeah, we'll leave it on that. Well then, yeah, Frosty has to serve his drive-through, and I'm sure Taze will have to do the same. Utter despair for them. Crazy start to the Hungarian Grand Prix. Smithy, 5 seconds for speeding. This is a bit of a difficult pit lane, I guess. Right, Taze coming in. Let's hope he doesn't speed, otherwise that'll just be more salt in the wound. Right, Bram ahead of Frosty, who has served his drive-through. Right, what's the closest? Oh, Evan. Had a spin. Now behind his teammate. Haas, but... Oh, and there's the other Haas. Having another spin. And... Oh, what's happening here? The 2 Alpines. It's absolute despair for the team with Tate's frozen. Oh, there we go again. Another spin for Evan. Dropping him down, helping Bram and Frosty out more. Anyway, looking further front, as people are joining for some reason. Noah is sticking with Sam and JJ Francis as well. Logan just outside of a second. Got a quote from Sin Icon, who didn't even make it to the end. Oh, Evan's out. Didn't. How's that happened? Is he giving up, or I don't even know. But that hasn't caused anything yet. And yeah, been cleared, no action. But yeah, the top. Oh, Callum versus Nathan. I was going to say the top 6 are all within a second of one another. And who's behind them? It's Callum versus Nathan. Callum up in the 7th. Those softs are going to die out pretty soon, but he's making the most of them. There's quite the gap behind. Luca in 9th, Bram in 10th, Frosty 11th, Taze 12th, and then the 2 Alpines, both with penalties for speeding in the pit lane. But Sin Icon, who didn't even make turn 5, just says the word cancer. Because, yeah, not a great race. After so much promise. But, I'll tell you who is having a race full of promise. It is the Dutch Dodo, who's now 5/10 within Samuel Drake Lee, and they both are race winners. They're both looking for their 2nd race win, I believe. And as DRS is activated, 94, 90, they're not using it. Actually, none of them are. Logan's using it a bit, but it is extremely hard to overtake around Hungary. You need to be a good 1 second quicker than the car in front. But considering Sam is on the hards and Noah's on the mediums, it is understandable. Quite the train forming behind. 5 different constructors in the top 6. Right then, 30 laps to go then. Just going to quickly check the chats. Rear wing damage, can't even steer. That's why Evan retired. We'll have to look at that crash. Oh, Nathan! Damn it. Didn't even see. My bad. Callum and Nathan gets a... Right, so Nathan got a 3-second penalty, and I'm guessing Callum must have messed up somewhere. Just for a spin or something, whatever the case. Dropped him from 7th to 11th. I was trying to look at a clip of what happened between Bram and Sin, because someone recorded it. But, yeah. That's all Callum's hard work undone. Sam just edging away a bit now. JJ Francis still attacking with a lot of ERS to go, and Noah's using it. Sam's used quite a bit as well. Here we go, helicopter shot for turn 1. Horosia and Logan battling. Horosia gets ahead of Logan. Logan's going to try and get back at him, but Horosia's just got the better exit, and the DRS mainly. And Horosia is now up in a P4. After a terrible qualifying, he's gained 9 positions now. And now Logan's got to worry about Bratty Terror. Pace not doing too well for Logan at the moment. Really not helping Red Bull's case with Sin out and Bratty only in 6th. But it could be worse. Pretty separated, but we got Bram versus Frosty Life. Frosty, who of course hasn't pitted, he only served his drive-through. Still on those mediums. Bram, who has pitted on the hards. Don't know if he can go the entire race distance, especially with a wrist, hurting wrist. I'm not sure what he has, but Frosty's all over him. We've got Callum, who I'm sure there's barely any life in those softs now. Taze is just going to have to wait this out. Still 14, could be a chance of a safety car still. 2 Alpines will be preying on it. Oh, as Frosty nearly runs into the back of Bram there. Oh, he's gone wide, rode the curb. Can Logan get back at Herosia? Not quite. Using his ERS. Pretty much the same, actually. Can he get close? Will he try a send? He's just letting him know he's there. All over the back of Herosia, making sure not to run into the back of him. As the top 3 just streaking clear a little bit now. As JJ Francis gets the 3-second. He's been pushing too hard. A corner that's going to catch a lot of people out. With warnings, we've got a yellow. And that's Cody. Like I said, such good quali pace. At times, it's the race that just unfolds it, unfortunately. And even more unfortunately, it's the race that where the points are given. But Bram's now got a 3-second time penalty. Same corner. And I was going to point out, Sam made a little mistake there, which has caused Noah to gain a little bit. The top 3, all within a second of the whole 3 of them, really. Rosier gaining a couple tenths. He's left Logan now. Bratty all over the back of him. Logan nearly falling out of DRS now. Cody 3-second. They're all starting to appear now. Let's look back to Frosty and Bram. All over the back of the Ferrari is the Mercedes. The only Mercedes. Callum said he was going to race, but he just never showed up. I'm not sure how much this is hurting Bram. But then again, he's got a 50-odd point gap lead in the drivers. I'm sure one bad race won't hurt. But here comes Frosty Life. DRS, ERS. Will he try a send? Not quite. He left the doors. Noah takes the lead of the race. Samuel J. Lee. He's dropped down to 3rd. What's that? The lag. The lag showed him behind Noah. Now it's behind JJ. Has he made a mistake? Well, obviously he's made a mistake. He must have messed up at turn 4. Maybe he had a split spin. Now we got a yellow. It's Frosty. Okay, that might have been collision with Bram, or he just lost it on his own. Whatever the case, Sam definitely made a mistake. Whether it was going to be a spin and he saved it, but he ended up losing 2 positions due to it. Or, I don't know. But now he's got some work to do. And Frosty was with Bram and now isn't. So he's got a bit of breathing room. Quite the gap now between a lot of the drivers. Show us gap to leader. You got it. There you go. Because Bram pitted. Okay, Bratty and Logan are battling. Logan tries the switch. Bratty and Logan are going to go wheel to wheel into turn 2. Who's going to merge out in front? It's going to be Bratty Terror later on the brakes, but Logan's now going to try the switch. Can he get back ahead of Bratty, or can Bratty get in front? Yes, he can. Logan is still going to try and fight this up into turn 4, but it seems like Bratty Terror, after 4 corners of battling, is ahead. Frosty, and now ahead of Callum, because Callum has pitted onto the mediums. He's definitely going to have to make a 2-stop in this race now. Soft medium will not work. JJ Francis then. It's still the same thing. 1-time winner versus 1-time winner. Still going for their 2nd. Sam just struggling a little bit. Herosia's now within a 2nd of him. Hope that's good for these. I'm going to change it back now. Let's see. Herosia, yeah, fastest lap as well. But we know Sam will be quick towards the end. And now, the battle for last place. Callum versus Cody. Callum just came out the pits. Cody's going to maximise his opportunity and get in front at the expense of maybe a warning. And nearly spinning the car. But Cody does get ahead of Callum. The 13th. So Bram, 4.7 behind Luca with a 3-second time penalty. Here comes Horosia then. Not quite close enough to Sam. 41, 52, 84, 60. JJ Francis looking after his ERS perfectly there. And Bratty Terra's dropped off a little bit after battling Logan. Logan just has not got the pace. He's been going backwards ever since lap 5. But the top 4 still within a second of one another. And so far JJ Francis the only one with a 3-second penalty. Looking good for Noah then. Just going to quickly check the wins this season. Just to recap my brain. Bram with 4, Jason 2, yeah, Horosia, Noah, Logan, Josh, Sam and Jaden with 1. It's Bram, Jaden, Sam, Jason, Josh, Logan, Noah. I think that's 7 different winners in Bram, Jaden, Sam, Jason, Josh, Logan, Noah. Yeah. We've had 7 different winners in the last 7 races. And the top 6 are 6 of those 7, I believe. No, 5 of those 7. Which one hasn't? Horosia. Yeah, Horosia won the first race. Yeah, so Noah, JJ, Sam. Horosia just misses out. Sam, Bratty, Logan, and Bram. Yeah. Oh, JJ Francis for the lead of the race. Goes down the inside of Noah to take it, and he gets tagged. The contact pushes him into the grass. I don't know about the wall. Here comes Sam. He goes off the track, trying to get back past JJ Francis. We've got a yellow at the back, but Sam regains P2. Due to that, goes off the track a little bit. And JJ Francis, oh, the lag there. Logan gets a penalty. But JJ Francis tried the inside of Noah. They banged wheels. Maybe the side pod glitch put him onto the grass. Don't know if he hit the wall. But now he's dropped down to 3rd. This allows Sam back into 2nd. And this allows Noah to streak away. Let's look further back. What happened? There was a yellow. I think it was Cody. Yeah, he was with Callum, but now he's quite far behind. So I don't know if that was Noah's fault. JJ did send it a little late. Callum. You know, it didn't leave much room. Oh, the lag there is still carrying on because Horosia may now take P3. Whoa. Much trust into the ghosting system there. But now they're not even wheel to wheel. They're just hoping they get ahead of one another. And JJ Francis is not going to give this one up. Horosia has to turn outwards. And JJ just takes it back on the limit. But yeah, fair. Unfortunately, due to the lag that caused, losing more time. Going wide, but JJ still in 3rd. Horosia 4th. This has brought Bright Terror back into it. Bram was like 4.7. I think he's lost time to Luca, if anything. It's unfortunate. Quick look at the standings real quick. Just to see how things will look. So Bram has a 66-point advantage ahead of Sin Icon. That will only get bigger or stay the same today. Then behind is Sam, 2 points behind Sin Icon, so he will most definitely overtake him. Luca gets a 3-second time penalty. Pit stops will be coming out soon for the medium runners as well. Actually, Sam is level with Bratty Terror on 124 points. So they'll both probably overtake Jason. And speaking of Horosia, he's on 107. So Horosia needs P2 to get ahead of... No. 19. Well, we need P2 and fastest lap. So he pretty much needs the win. As Horosia gets ahead of JJ Francis for P3. And Bratty's right on the back of this. Logan on 90 points. Might get into the 100-point barrier if he gets another place. He's got that penalty. A lot of people with penalties at the moment. We got a yellow. We got a yellow and Logan's out! As soon as I talk about Logan maybe getting into the 100-point barrier, Logan is out of the race. He's lost the rear. He's in the wall. And that is a safety car. Oh, I'm sorry, Logan, for the jinx. 2-week break off and it still hasn't gone away. Oh my god. Well, I did mention this is going to be where the medium runners will pit, so this is going to help them a lot to pit onto the hards. As for Samuel Drake-Lee, his only option is to pit onto the mediums, but can they do, because obviously the safety car will help him reduce tyre wear, but can they do, let's say 20 laps? It'll be dead as hell, but who knows. He has to pit, there's no other option, so yes, they're all going to pit. And that frees up the Williams garage for Noah at least. He can do whatever he wants. Ah, despair for Logan. And then there were 13. Nathan up in 6, very nice. This will help Bram a bit, close in. Oh wait, this is the pit stops, isn't it? Right, so Sam, who's going to gain and who's going to lose out? They should all stay where they are. Rosier, JJ. None of them had damage, so let's go to tyres. Nathan, Luca pitting, Bram pitting. What will Bram go on to? Oh, did JJ get... Oh, no. Bram pit for mediums as well. Oh, he will. Interesting. And Frosty Life, this will help him. It'll help everyone, really. It'll save the Alpines race. Callum staying out. Can he get... No, he won't get ahead of Bram. Oh. Frosty just getting ahead of Taze there. Actually, he will. Never mind. Callum gets ahead of Bram. Right. Frosty... Oh, Taze was pitting anyway. Smithy serving his 5-second time penalty. That's good. And Cody will do the same. Sam overtook off track. Did he? Oh yeah, into turn... here. Into turn 4. He did go off track. But that was to avoid a slow-moving JJ. I'm not sure what else he could have done. But then he went into 3-4, sorry, and went off track in doing so. Broke later and went off. I don't know if that will be looked at. Wait, is Cody... Oh, Cody's got 3 sec, okay. Right, he should be able to catch up. Might have to push a little bit. Right then, there are your tyres. Sam and Bram, both on mediums. Same with Taze and Smithy. And Cody's got 1 lap old mediums. My guess is those are the medium tyres he started the race on. Because he pitted after 1 lap. Everyone else is on hard compound tyres. So, as much as Sam might be, well, what's the word? He's going to be worried about lap 35. He will still have a lot of pace for now. Frosty's pitted again and sped. Oh, so maybe they know something we don't, that the mediums can go a long way in. Whatever the case, it's at the expense of a 5-second time penalty now. That will probably be applied to his time at the end if he doesn't pit. He'll get out ahead of Cody, I think. Yes. So yes, Sam will be quite quick on those mediums. We're going to see a fight for the lead, definitely. But the real question is, the longer Noah keeps Sam behind, the more he ruins Sam's tyres. Because if Sam gets past and gets a big enough lead, then he can coast those tyres into a decent window where he can go to the end. They might be on, I don't know, 60, 70, 80 puncture territory. But like I said, 20 laps on mediums isn't impossible if it's coming in this lap, which I'm 99% sure it will. As Cody is the only one not to catch it at the moment, but he will in 10 seconds. So coming upon the safety car line again in 10 seconds. So Noah will lead the restart, has to keep it at constant speed, making sure not to go alongside one another. There it is, there's the message. And Noah, already a bit of a gap to Sam. Wants to get this restart done as soon as possible. Slows down a bit to maintain the pace for the rest of the field. Everyone behaving, that's good to see. Ooh. Cody and Frosty getting a bit too close there. As Bratty goes very wide. Slows the... Oh, Bratty. What's happened there? It's not left Bram in a good position, but they're not going yet until Noah deploys his throttle around the final corner. When's he going to go? It's now, and Sam's right on the attack, and JJ Francis is too, as he's trying to fight for Erosia for third, and we're seeing some weird angles there, but it's cool. Will Sam try the inside? Noah blocks off the racing line, and JJ now down the inside of Horosia. Sam battling for the lead of the race. Down into turn 2. Here we go then. Sam versus Noah. Will Noah leave him any room like he did JJ? Sam forces him out a bit. And Sam has a crash with Noah. And he's out of the race. Samuel J. Lee has crashed. And with Noah. And Horosia takes the lead. And there's a house spinning around as well. Callum up to 5th. Nathan up to 4th. Bratty 3rd. And there's chaos. An absolute calamity through the field. Cody gets another 3-second penalty. Horosia leads. JJ 2nd, Bratty 3rd, Nathan 4th, Callum 5th, Bram 6th, Frosty 7th, Cody 8th, Taze 9th, Smithy 10th, Luca 11th. Noah leading this race, crashes with 2nd, and it's ended with Sam out of the race and Noah with no front wing, and Cody losing a position to Taze. Absolute chaos on lap 16 at the restart. Wow. Sam is not going to like that. We've lost 1 Red Bull and 1 Ferrari, so they will stay where they are in terms of 2 points apart in the championship. This gives the door to Bratty Terror now. JJ Francis and Horosia were battling. We looked up in front to Noah and Sam. Sam, unlike JJ Francis, hit Noah a bit wide so he could be given more room. And then I'm guessing he covered the door. I'm trying to remember. Oh, we got a yellow. Luca, I'm guessing, spun. I'm guessing he tried to block Noah off and just get the position done. Maybe came over to Noah, put himself out of the race and in the wall, but then again, we'll have to watch it again. Noah has to pit. He's going to hope for another safety car at this rate. Now, let's look at tyres. So, who's the leading medium runner? It is Callum, of course, before all this. JJ's another 3-second penalty. That is really not hurting. That's really hurting his chances. So, who's the actual main lead runner? I guess Bram, Frosty on 2 laps. So this is very interesting. Look at this train of medium runners. And then the Alpines right behind, once again, just kind of falling off the train a little bit. But yeah, what a race we have in store now. It's completely flipped and we've only just reached halfway. Well, not even halfway. Right then, Horosia versus JJ Francis then. And Bratty already dropping off a little bit, but then we got Nathan leading a bit of a train here. Oh, was there already wheel to wheel with Taze frozen and Frosty. Taze loses the rear. Frosty stays in front. I'm guessing Taze has much more potential to show. 19! We're into the 19s with Horosia. Here we go then. Who's going to try a send? Looks like Bram might be in a position too on Callum. Will he try it? He is. Callum leaves the door open. They're going to go wheel to wheel into turn 1. Frosty trying to find a move. He smartly backs out of going through the middle of them, and Bram goes round the outside, brakes later, and Frosty's going to try the same too. Bram gets the move done. Can Frosty get on the inside? Callum, see him there. He does, and they're going to go wheel to wheel. This is great racing between the Mercedes, the McLaren, and the Ferrari. Can Frosty go around the outside at the McLaren? Yes, he can, and keeps within the confines. Brilliant move from Frosty, and that's great racing and good respect between the two. Taze watching this all unfold. What a great little display of driving from those three. As over the bump there for Callum, losing ground now. Those mediums are dying a little bit. 9 laps now. 7/10 then. Bratty's outside of a second as the DRS is going to get activated. We are now halfway into this race. And I'm sure Nathan's enjoying himself up in 4th. He says he's tired of being taken out every race. Well, I don't think he's been involved in much so far, but commentators curse, forbid. I wonder what Noah's put the softs on. I mean, I guess he can go for fastest lap to take it away, but those won't make it to the end. He's going to literally just hope for a safety car at this rate. Anyway, looking further back, Taze frozen now versus Callum. Down the inside. Is it a nice and easy move? Will Callum try the switch back? He gets tagged by Smithy, and that's not going to let him do the switch back, and Smithy makes them all lose time pretty much. Taze gets into 7th, Callum 8th. Smithy in 9th. Frosty, Bram. Yep, here we go then. Yeah, so, also, forgot to mention, as Callum gets his first penalty, 2 of Bram's closest rivals, even when Bram's got an injured wrist, I believe, are out. Zen Icon and Sam, literally 2nd and 3rd in the championship, are out. And this is just, oh, as Bram goes very wide there. Frosty's all over the back of him. Oh, we got a yellow. Luca. Spin 420 at this rate. I've lost count. But Bram will surely get Nathan on the straights. Nathan just above 10%. At least he's not using it through the corners. Top 3 look spaced out. So yeah, this is, besides Bratty, I guess, who will take second back in the standings. Because we did think this season would be Bratty versus Bram, but it's pretty much been Bram out on his own, and Bratty's having to fight the rest. Horosia, don't forget him as well, gaining as well. He might overtake Bram and Jason at this rate. Right, Bram tries a switch, tags Nathan, a little bit of contact there. Callum and Smithy as well, looking further front. Bram does get the move. Frosty down the inside. Can he take the head of Nathan? He forces him a little wide, and he's going to lose 3 positions if Taze Frozen can hang it around the outside. Nathan, oh no! In the wall. Front wing lost. Rear wing damage, 100%, I'm sure. Oh, and Bram's got another penalty. That wasn't as clean as what we saw, and Nathan's going to hate that. So Bram, a little bit of contact into 1. Frosty, a little bit of contact into 2. And a little bit of contact with Taze left him sideways and into the wall. That was bullying, really, pretty much. Well, Noah, maybe. If Nathan loses that much time. I mean, if they do send the clips in, we've got a lot to investigate, but it's if they even send them in. Right, we've got a 3-car battle for P4, and then we've got a 3-car battle for P1. But it's nearly a second between all 3. 14 laps to go. Here we go then, Frosty just getting out of the toe of Taze. Will he try a move on Bram? Not quite. Will Taze try a move on Frosty Life? Yes, he will. Out of nowhere, send from 4/10 back. They're still facing forward, and they're still going to go wheel to wheel into turn 2. They're nearly collecting each other and connecting. But they're still wheel to wheel. No, Frosty has been spun. And the same thing has happened between Noah and JJ Francis. But even worse for Frosty and Taze. Because Frosty has now lost a heap of time. May even have damage. And that's the second time that Mercedes has gone round. Taze may have a few penalties on his hand. But who knows if that was his or Frosty's own fault. But that 3-car battle is now a 2-car battle. But Bram, at this rate, Smithy will still beat Bram. Smithy's been involved in an incident or 2 as well. If there is a safety car, Noah could still probably get 6th or 5th. But JJ closing in on Horosia. I'll quickly check. 2 warnings, 1 warning. Oh, Josh has got nothing. Okay. So what's usually a good trait of Bram to not get penalties, that's not Bram. What's usually a good trait of Bram is not getting penalties. It's the opposite this time. Bratty's the one not getting it. So if Horosia gets one, then that's great for Bratty. Frosty is ahead of Callum because Callum's finally pitting. New set of mediums, that'll go to the end. As Taze battles Bram. He's closing and gaining. Quickly double check. Lap 2 and 3. Collision, exceeding track limits. Exceeding. Okay, so Horosia's 1 warning away from a penalty. Interesting. Okay, right. So Taze still keeping with. 12 left. And over half have penalties. Depends if Smithy even keeps within 6 seconds of Bram at the moment. At this rate, he's not gonna, because he's losing time to him. Oh, we got a yellow, and that is Luca. Once again, another spin. Noah's gonna come closing in soon. Anyway, here comes Taze. He sent it on Frosty from even further than this. No reason why Taze won't send it, but he chooses to back out. Staying behind for now. We got a yellow again from Luca. Those tyres have given up. Oh, he's caused a safety car. Ah, Luca, man. Oh, that's why he's got no front wing. Okay. I thought like a spin, that as pathetic as a spin would cause a safety car. No, So what Luca's done, he's lost it, gone into the wall, and that much of an impact to lose his whole front wing and spread debris across the track has caused for a safety car. That's still not a great reason to bring one out, but it's a better reason than just spinning. So this will help Noah. Exactly what he wanted. He can put mediums on to go to the end now. Luca as well will pit, obviously, new front wing. Here we go, into the pits, mediums. Let's have a quick look at their strategy. Right, Bram, 2-stop, 2-stop, 2-stop. Third stop for Cody. Noah, medium hard. Okay, medium hard soft. Now to the mediums. Right, anyone pitting? Bratty Terror. Is Bratty Terror going to go to the mediums as well? He's going to lose so much if these guys stay out, which they are. Bratty Terror has not been great on strategy recently, or really at all. Can't remember last time he was. So this is a gamble. Let's see if he can change it around. He will come out probably behind Frosty. 3rd to 7th. And keep in mind, these guys are on the same tyre, so it's not like he's going to have that much of an advantage. You'll gain with people having penalties to 4th at this rate. But Bram's now up into 3rd. Really check the chats. Oh great. Well, I'm just rewatching Noah and Sam's collision. Right, so Sam forces Noah off. Wait, does Noah lose the rear? Oh, that's how, okay. So yeah, Noah lost the rear into Sam. Well, he lost the rear to the left, which hit Sam right and into the barrier. So Noah may pick up a penalty for that. Not Sam's fault. From that glance anyway. Yep, Sam's calling him an idiot. Learn how to go side by side. Yep, he ain't happy. Clearly. Right then. Let's quickly change it to tyres. Look at that. So we got Horosia, no penalties. Oh, Frosty and Smithy. Oh, that's Frosty's coming in. Okay. He'll probably come out behind Nathan at this rate. A late tyre change. Is this the softs? Can you really make... Oh, he's getting rid of his penalty. That might help. But can softs really go 10 laps? I guess they can. We'll find out. 52. This isn't Red Fire Tiger. Seems like a goofy ass strategy from him though. Right, Horosia, like I was saying, and JJ on the hards, everyone else on mediums, and then Frosty on the softs. Like I thought, right behind Nathan, he will be. Just waiting for Noah, also on the mediums, and Luca to catch up. At the moment, there's just time penalties. Luca's coming in again. Luca, mate, you're not going to catch the safety car at that rate. Or is he just going to retire? So Frosty's about to catch the pack. Luca coming in for softs, I think. Yep. Now it's a matter if the safety car does not come in this lap, he may catch it. But if it does, he's kind of screwed. And let's hope the restart isn't chaotic. Well, the build-up isn't. As soon as we begin racing again, it can be chaotic all we want. It's fun. But Horosia has to lead them away safely at least. It's not coming in, so Luca does have one more lap to push. Take a little bit of life out of the softs just to even catch up at this rate. And let's hope he doesn't spin for the zillionth time. Right, we're going to start lap 26. And it will definitely come in next lap. So we'll restart with 27 onwards. So we'll have 9 laps of running without any more safety cars. So we've lost Sin Icon, who crashed on lap 1 in a collision with Bram. We've lost Evan, who retired on track. I'm guessing he has wing damage, rather crashed into the barrier or gave up. Rosie's right behind the safety car. We lost Logan due to losing the rear at turn 4 and into the wall, which brought out the first safety car. We lost, well, Sins brought out a VSC, and we lost Samuel Jake Lee at this very corner after a collision with Noah. Got 12 left. Luca will catch, I believe. And one final check of the chats. JJ Francis has already sent me a video. Is this with... Yeah, this is with Noah. So he goes wheel to wheel with him. Ah, yeah. So they bang front wheels. And that's what sends him in. It's the side pod touch, unfortunately. Cody's also sent me a message. This has been so... Yeah. Right then. Yep, Luca's caught up. They don't really need to worry about tyre temps either, so... Right, 94. They've all got 100. Well, besides Luca, who will try and save some now. But we're all ready for a restart. Will it be as crazy as the last one or even crazier? It's in this lap. Herosia's got to control the pace now until the safety car comes in. Can't go any earlier. Keep in single file like you did last time. Hope the last, second last corner isn't as chaotic. We'll watch Bratty Terror. All eyes on you, mister. He's not going to stop. Yep, good. All looking fine so far. Bit of a gap though between oh, I thought there was a gap, never mind. Right, here we go then. Herosia's already gone. Has he gone? Yes. And he's left JJ Francis in a bit of a blur as Bram is going to try and gain on him. But here we go then. Bit more separated this time than the last restart. No one's really close to one another. Frosty is on Nathan though. And Luca is on Noah out of a sudden. But anyway, let's focus further front. And now we'll look into turn 1. Any moves? Nathan just keeping in front of Erosia. Luca gets ahead of Noah. Is Noah still in AI or what? I'm guessing not. Anyway, Nathan gets spun by Frosty. He might give up after that, who knows. Anyway, nothing changing at the front. Taze gets a penalty, and he's up in 4th as well. Alfa Romeo 1st and 4th, but that's not going to do him any good because it was originally going to be an Alfa Romeo 1-2 if it kept like this, but now he's got a pen. So Smithy, who even knows, could Smithy get a podium? He got quite a couple last season, and he's not really been in a position to be up here recently. Someone went wide. I'll put it back to penalties in a sec. We'll keep it on tyres. Yeah, so Frosty, oh, in the background, Luca and Noah. Noah's probably getting agitated. Nathan is definitely going to get annoyed, considering Frosty. It looked like Frosty turned in. Anyway, Taze all over the back of Bram. Even on the medium compound tyres, they're not exactly gaining on the hard runners. JJ Francis already down to 40%. We've got a yellow, Luca. I think, okay, he's not got any damage. Anyway, any overtakes? Not quite. Cody, lay on the brakes there. Bratty's all over the back of Smithy, and Bratty could make a move now, and this is crucial for him. Down the inside of the Alpine, he lets him go, nearly taps the back of him. Smithy's going to try the switch, back round the outside, is he? And Bratty lets him go, but he goes off track in doing so does Smithy, and Callum and Frosty battling. Smithy might have to give that back, because it was a great oh, Smithy gets a penalty in the process. Oh, what's happened? Herosia, the race leader, has lost the rear. I don't know if it was due to contact. Whatever the case. Oh, he's been hit again from Herosia, Frosty Life. Oh, no. And it gets from bad to worse for Herosia. JJ Francis. Bratty Terror. Okay, let's switch it back to pens. Oh, my God. Bratty Terror, I don't believe, has been involved in anything. The only thing he's been involved with is really the Smithy thing. And that was Smithy's own fault for going off track and overtaking him. So that might be looked at, who knows. But whatever the case, for now, yeah, he just has to stay within 3 seconds of Taze, pretty much. And 6 seconds at the front, too. As we got a yellow. Luca again. Now the track's the other way, mate. Frosty down in 11th, Nathan down in 10th after their unfortunate antics with Hirosia as well in 9th. After leading this race, he could still gain something if there's another safety car. Just has to die phrase and progress. Now we're up to 8th then. Cody, Bram and JJ with 6 seconds of pens. That's wide for Cody, and that's 9 seconds now. It's all over the back of Callum. Bratty Terror. Can you believe it? Where did he start? Oh, Smithy's into the grass a little bit there. Position gain. Oh! Taze is out! Taze lost the rear! And that could be another safety car. It is another safety car! Taze! Frozen! Well, that's such an unusual place to lose the rear. But he's out! That is full-on demolition for him. And Bratty Terror's now 4th. This helps him even more. Pitting for mediums. Oh, Cody's got a 5-second for hitting Callum. Oh. What at one point was a 1-2 for Alfa Romeo has now turned into 1 out. And Hirozu in 8th. He might still gain. JJ's in. Bram leads the Grand Prix. Smithy is in 2nd. Bratty will be 3rd. Callum 4th. Cody 5 seconds for speeding. It's just yeah, he's given up. Yeah. And then there were 10. And that's it. They're going to reel him in. Luca, just about getting in the pits. If he can even keep it out of the wall, we'll get a point. Somehow. Right, biggest gainers. There's 4 people. Smithy, Bratty, Callum and Nathan. All gained 8 places. But let's change it to penalties. 6 for Bram, 3 for Smithy, 3 for Callum, 3 for Nathan, 6 for JJ. Hirosia, Frosty, Noah and Bratty don't have any. Let's look to tyres. JJ, Hirosia, Frosty and Luca all... Well, JJ, Hirosia and Frosty are on softs and could still gain quite a bit. Nathan on 9 lap old, Noah 7, Callum 8. So that's pretty much one bundle. Bratty's still on the youngest mediums at the moment. Actually, he can be involved in that bundle. But Smithy and Bram are still on quite old mediums. Even with 2 safety cars, they're going to struggle a little bit. Mediums are only supposed to do, what, 13, 14, 15. And it'll be in next lap. So that we'll have 32 to 35. We'll have 4 laps of running. So far, everyone will get a point. Well, everyone will get points. So Bratty will win at the moment. Noah, even after being involved in his thing with Sam, will be 2nd, but he might get a penalty for the thing with Sam. But at the moment, just from the game result, he'll get 2nd if he can keep within 3 seconds of Smithy. And with 4 laps, it doesn't seem too hard of a task to do. Hirosia could still be on for a podium if he keeps within 3 seconds of Smithy, because Bram's good, but I'm not sure he'll get 6 seconds over the rest unless there is some kind of chaotic crash from Smithy downwards. JJ Francis same, he might even finish last, depends if Lucas spins again. Frosty has been involved in quite a few incidents, he might get penalties. Right, I'll quickly check the chat then. Oh boy. Noah and Bram exchanging compliments. That's nice to see. Hoping he gets better for Belgium next time out. Let's see, we've got Belgium, then we got Zandvoort, then Italy. Frosty's left. Oh dear. That's not going to help his restart, which will be this lap. Oh dear. Well, he's in 9th, so it's not like he's going to cause much. Luca might not understand. Hopefully will stick behind. And no going alongside. Let's hope. Right then. Bram has to do the restart. Bram's restarts have usually led him to stay on 40 mile an hour. But yeah, I'm not sure he expected to be leading this Grand Prix with 4 laps to go. But when will he go? That's the question. Final corner. No acceleration yet. Frosty's joined. A bit too late. When will he go? He's going to wait right up to the line. Now he goes. Smithy and Bratty. And Callum has got the best reaction of the lot. And Noah's on the back of them too. And Bratty's win could be in jeopardy here. He has to let Callum go at least. But Noah and Bratty could be fighting for the win. As down the inside is Nathan as well. And JJ. And there's a calamity once again. And Luca out of nowhere. Bratty stays in third. We've got a yellow at the back. It is Luca still. Bram, should I say. Smithy. Then Bratty. Then Callum. Then Noah. Then Nathan versus Horosia. And now wheel to wheel Horosia and JJ Francis, making sure not to recreate what Sam and Noah did. And the soft runners are still battling away. JJ has to stay in behind. That's a 3-second penalty. And that's Nathan making a mistake. Spinning around. That's last for him. And that might be damage as well. I think he just got away with that. Frosty's back in. And they're all, even though it looked very chaotic, still, oh, Frosty. He's rejoined and he's got a penalty. And that's going to deny him any sort of top 5 finish at the moment. But anyway, Bratty Terror just has to keep it on the track. And he can expense a warning or 2. But as long as he doesn't get 3. Noah and Callum now battling. Callum going to stick his nose. No, he's going to back out and let Noah go. So, the win is on between Bratty and Noah. What a comeback from Noah. But Noah's, of course, still under investigation. Here comes Bratty then. He knows he's quicker than Smithy, and he's going to prove it by going down the inside of the Alpine. But then again, Smithy's on really old mediums. We've got a yellow at the back. Nathan. Here comes Bratty then. Smithy goes off the track in doing so, and that's going to give Bratty second. Smithy just ran too wide. Bratty versus Bram. We've seen this before. Now remember, Bratty does not have to... I'll get back to that. Because JJ Francis is battling Horosia. And the same thing's happened. Oh, he's beached. Horosia's beached. Nearly. Oh, okay. Anyway. Nathan, Horosia, Luca are in 8th somehow. Going wide. Frosty 7th, Callum 6th, JJ up to 5th. He's on the softs, remember. Front leading soft runner. It's so close between the top 5. Remember, Bratty just has to... He can stay behind... Bram all he wants for these next 3 laps and he'll still get the win, but he's a racer and he will go for it if he has to. With DRS being activated soon, he knows he might be quicker than Bram in terms of race pace due to Bram's injury. And here we go. Noah trying to get past Smithy. JJ trying to get past Noah. Frosty gets past Callum. JJ down the inside of Noah. Noah's still going to leave in the room. Smithy goes wide. Could it be a double overtake from JJ Francis? He gets ahead of Noah and he tries the inside of Smithy. Can't quite get it. Nearly runs into him and now he's going to be put on a bad exit. But he's still wheel to wheel with Smithy. Sits in behind and now this gives Noah a good run to get ahead of JJ Francis in the slipstream of Smithy. He's getting back ahead of him. JJ will be late on the brakes, I'm sure of it. And I am correct because he's now back in front of Noah and he's still in front. And Noah has to stay behind for now. Bratty sticking with as Frosty Life. As Noah, what's happened to Noah? Oh, he's beached. Noah, all that hard work at a potential podium is going to amount to nothing. He's down to 9th. I'm not sure what happened. He was battling with JJ. It looked like JJ got the move. And rather Noah just lost it somehow. He is, I think, on no traction. Such despair. But JJ Francis on 9 seconds of penalties. He's got to push as hard as he can. And Smithy could still get this podium. At the moment, he's net P2. Remember, because of Bram. Frosty Life, who knows? Well, at the moment, Smithy will beat Frosty. Who will beat Callum. Horosia, let's look to leader. We'll put it on leader for the rest of this. Horosia 9 seconds off. We got a yellow. It's Luca. Luca's out. Oh, and what's happened? JJ's gone ahead of Smithy, who's dropping down the order as Frosty goes around the outside of the Alpine. Now he gets the better inside line and gets in front of Smithy. And it's all happening. We start the final lap of the race. Bratty Terror, this is his chance if he wants to win this thing on track. A Red Bull won here at the Hungarian Ring last time round. We visited this track and it was Red Bull versus Ferrari. And it's going to stay Ferrari versus Red Bull for now. He doesn't have to try anything too chaotic of a move. JJ 3rd, Frosty 4th, Smithy has dropped down to 5th. That means Frosty will beat him on track because they have the same penalties and Callum is not too far behind. Horosia has gained a second since the last time I saw the gap and now Noah is just trying to bring it home really. Luca's out then. That'll be 9 people scoring points and this is all getting a bit too close for comfort for all drivers around. What's happened? Bratty Terror's been overtaken by JJ Francis! The win is under jeopardy now, because Frosty could try anything. JJ Francis, did he let him go? Did Bratty just not want to make any kind of risk? Whatever the case, he's still sticking with. He could let all three of these go and probably still win. But now JJ is on the back of Bram. He will try it if he has to. Frosty and Smithy. Here we go then. We're into the final sector, into the final couple corners. JJ right behind Bram. Frosty right behind Bratty. And we'll wait until they cross the line before any chaos and final results happen. JJ trying to go around the outside. It's not going to be Bram at the win. It's not going to be JJ Francis at the win. It's going to be Bratty Terror winning the Hungarian Grand Prix. Amazing drive from him. Frosty Live P2. Smithy is P3. Horosia, fastest lap on the final lap to get P4. What a race. Bram misses out by 48 thousandths on P4. Bratty Terror. That, I said in qualifying he needed a good result, and he's done just that. Damage limitation, penalty limitation, and he's got the win. Amazing. For Red Bull and himself, Bratty Terror on top of the world, on top in Hungary. Wow, he's going to be very happy after that. Qualifying 11th, P11 to P1. No penalties, which is what won in the race. Wow. He won in Portugal, he won in Hungary. And Frosty won't be too displeased with second if he keeps it at least. And Smithy. Been a while since we've seen him on the top three. Wow, what a race. He was very cautious, was Bratty, to even let JJ go. Let's have a quick look. Wow, look how close that was. Between Horosia, Bram, and Callum as well, I think. Callum, how close? Oh, just under 3/10. Yeah, and there we go. Nathan 9th, Noah 8th. Ah, that's going to hurt. JJ 7th. Can't really complain. Callum 6th in his third race. Very nice. Oh, Bratty got 5th, not 4th. Bram got 5th, not 4th. Horosia from 13th as well. Smithy, 10th to 3rd. This Verstappen 54 guy. I saw him join on lap 1. Yeah, get out of here. Right, I'll invite the top three. If I can find them. There we go. Frosty doesn't do interviews, really. I'll still invite him. Yeah, Frosty disconnected and still got second. Nice. And Smithy. There he is. Well, I'll await their joining of the party. Right, there we go. There's one. Hey mate, you there? Have you included your audio? Alright, well then, what a race. P2 in the end. How do you feel? Indeed. You got disconnected just before the restart. I'm guessing that was just another trouble with your connections. But anyway, you still limited on penalties. Is what gave you a lot of points and a podium. You've been doing that quite a few times now, just gaining right at the end. But you did, however, get involved in quite a few incidents. Could you just take us through maybe the one with Horosia, I believe? Alright. Were there any other incidents you were involved in? Ah, Nathan. Yeah, you banged wheels. Alright, well, we'll look into that, but still, very much congratulations on the points. Great haul for Mercedes. I'm not sure where Callum was today, but anyway, you came home with a very good result. We'll go to third, then we'll go to first, because I'm so happy for this man. Harrison, you there, mate?
Yeah. Hello.
Have you included your audio?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, P3! You're back on the podium. How do you feel?
Yeah. Very good, because I went down to like 10th at the start of the no 14th actually. I got taken out by Horosia from behind. I went up to 6th in maybe the first few corners, but yeah, I got taken out and went down to 14th. But pit strategy saved me.
It did indeed. Absolute. I was going to say absolute despair for Alpine at the start, last and second last, and here you are. Penalty limitation got you a podium. You're third, I believe. You got a couple at the start of last season, so very, very happy to see you back here. You didn't get involved in anything, did you? Like any incidents?
I mean, after a couple of the safety car restarts, I was involved in like the big incidents, but I wasn't really anything to do with me. I think I just got hit a few times.
Actually, there was something, but I'll bring that up in a sec, and because it does involve our race winner. Josh, are you there?
I am here.
Have you included your audio, mate?
I have.
You have just won the Hungarian Grand Prix. How do you feel?
After last race, wasn't great. But I'd just like to take this beautiful moment to thank all of my critics. To whom it may concern, fuck you. I'm pretty happy.
Indeed, you were the only one just to not get any penalties. You took your rival's biggest strength and made it your own when they fumbled under their own. So yeah, P3. Actually, I gotta ask, did you let JJ through at the end? Just take no risk.
Yeah. I saw he was coming through on the softs, and there was just no point in fighting.
That's fair.
So. Yeah.
The gamble for mediums during one of those safety cars, was it?
Yeah.
Did you think
for
it was
a while,
the right
I thought
one?
I made the wrong decision. I can't lie. Because Horosia was MP1, and if he had a penalty, then I would have been there. But it paid off in the end. That second safety car kind of bailed me out. So, yeah, I mean, just a word for Jason. Jason was as quick, if not quicker than me this race. It's just really unlucky for him, because he would have been right up there, if not P1, if not P2.
Did he explain what happened?
I heard a little bit about it. I heard there was a bit of contact with, I think it was Sam, but I think he lost the car. Or was it Bram? Right.
It was Bram, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just one of them. He'll
Yeah.
be back. He's so quick.
He deserved to have a good result today after a good qualifying.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
11th first for you is brilliant. But yeah, going back to what I was gonna say for Smithy, you two had a little battle, and you got in front of Smithy, and then he tried the switchback, and at turn 3 he went off track and go in front. That's what I was gonna mention. Like, what happened there?
I think I just went wide on that corner.
Yeah, I guess I could have been a bit more aggressive, but I knew that I had new tyres, so I wasn't actually that bothered. I just kind of just oh well, and just
And then
kept going.
right after Harrison got a penalty, so
Yeah. So
yeah. I mean, if he didn't, then there could have been like some maybe fight for the win, but still, great race for both of you.
Thanks.
Very much congratulations and well done. I'm sure that will help both you in the standing. Josh, you definitely take P2 back in the standings.
all right, okay.
Yeah. But yeah. Hang on, give me a sec. There we go. Yeah, that has been the Hungarian Grand Prix, and after a 2-week break, that is the kind of race we have missed. A lot of good racing, a lot of questionable racing, but a lot of chaos, just how we like it. And it's ended with quite the podium. I've been F1 Union, your commentator for tonight, and we will see you next time out in Belgium.
Red Bull charge incoming.